My name's spelled T-R-E-V-E-R, not O-R, because my parents were assholes who never wanted me to have one of those cool license plates so you get a dance stops. Going up with that, I lost about 100 pounds in the last year or so. Like, I used to be a huskier kid. My mom, you know mom, she'll disagree with me. She'll say, Trevor, sweetheart, you were never husky. You were fat. But, my mom, you know, I don't know. But I did lose 100 pounds, like, and I don't realize I lost all the weight until, like, I see a picture of myself and I realize, yeah, my face is smaller. Or, like, but it's the small things you notice when you lose that much weight. Like, it's been 4 solid months since this leg has tried to violently remove all of the skin off of this leg. Just for months. I don't even know how bad it was, but they were like Bloods and Crips just fucking each other up in violent thigh-on-thigh crime. It was awful. Like, you know what a thigh gap is? It was the negative of what that is. It was just, it was like the walls trying to crush Han Solo in the Star Wars scene. It was really terrible. But I'm obsessed with food, so it's always been difficult for me to lose weight. Like, I have an emotional connection to food. I eat when I'm sad or when I'm angry. Like, nothing brings out the complexities of a potato more than French fries dipped in sauce, and you'll never be good enough. My favorite way to eat a slice of pizza is you go to your refrigerator and get some Tabasco sauce, chilled by the refrigerator, and then you go to your heart. You get loneliness, guaranteed to be chilled there, and you season until it tastes delicious. I love pizza though. I have an obsession with pizza. I constantly tell my family and friends, you guys can come and go. You're gonna die. Pizza's never gonna be on an episode of the first 48. The only time pizza's gonna be on the first 48 is in the first 14. That's to make the family happy because somebody just died. Pizza's powerful. They call pizza pie, 3.1415. It's a fucking long number. Pizza's forever. It's eternal, and I just proved that mathematically. But you can't lose weight eating pizza. The way I lost the weight was kale shakes, which are like these vegetable smoothies, and I'll describe how they taste for you. Imagine a beautiful woman. The most beautiful woman you've ever seen. She's Mother Nature, and she's perfect in every way. And she leans forward and caresses your face so gently. And then farts in your mouth for like a year. That's pretty much what kale shakes taste like. It's Mother Nature farts in your mouth. But you lose a bunch of weight, so it's worth it. My favorite thing about losing weight, like I feel great, I feel way better than I did, and a bunch of health things, but fuck that, that's not it. It's telling people how I lost the weight. Because nobody wants to hear vegetables. And like, everybody says, Trevor, you look so much smaller, what have you done? And their faces are like this. But then when I tell them, oh, I ate a bunch of vegetables and I worked out a lot, it goes from this to... Nobody wants to hear that. When I snorted sensory powder or something, like I have an issue. I don't really know. I developed an issue with coffee. Like, I love black coffee now, but like, people say we have a drug problem in this country, which I completely disagree with. It's way overpopulated. Like, we do have a drug problem, but the workforce is overpopulated as it is. Could you imagine how hard it would be to find a job if nobody tried meth? We need those people. The way more sinister issue we have in this country is coffee. Like, you can say, don't talk to me until I've had my coffee, but if you replace the word coffee with anything else, any other chemical, you're sending my ass to jail or rehab. I think it's fucked up and discriminatory that the best part of waking up can be Folgers in my cup, but as soon as it's Jack Daniels, I'm a danger to those around me? Our priorities are strange. Coffee is chemically cocaine. It's the same thing. Both start with C's. Both of them are plant-based, I think, I don't know, science. Unanimously, the best shit comes from Colombia. Coffee table has the word coffee in it, and like, you can do cocaine on coffee tables pretty efficiently. They're pretty much potato from that point. And if you say potato, you really deserve to get slapped. I don't know who you are. Potato's a weird thing to say. You guys know what the University of Phoenix is? Hey, University of Phoenix, you guys know what that is? Thank you so much. If you guys don't know, it's a bird that lights itself on fire and then it rises from its ashes. By going to the University of Phoenix, by saying you're a phoenix, you're kind of saying your life has reached a point where it's been on fire. They may as well call it the University of I've made some bad decisions, now I'm going here. The commercials are my favorite thing. It's always this person standing there and they're like, what is your degree worth? And they always say something corny like, for me, my degree is worth security for the future. I'm in college. My degree's worth $30,000 in guaranteed financial instability and sadness. You guys see this? It's not the world's smallest violin. These are my hopes and dreams being crushed by financial burden. It's really terrible. I saw a sign going to school the other day that said if I'm a construction worker, it was a $10,000 fine. I'm in college, so I can do some basic math. It's $10,000. My degree's worth $30,000. So that means my degree's worth 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter. And my degree feels like, my bachelor's degree in communication feels like it's worth a lot more when you equate it to 3 human lives. I feel way better than that. But I'm really happy I get to go to school in America, though, specifically, because, like, I've learned so much there. Like, people will give it a bad name, but learning how to do drugs would have been really scary without college. I don't know. How much time do I have here, Lee? Alright, cool. I grew up in the church, and I grew up in Texas, too, and the church did wonderful things for me, but I moved to Oklahoma, Ketchum, about an hour north of here, and I realized not all church people are great, which made me ask the serious question, like, what are the racist Christian people going to do when Jesus comes back and he's brown? Jesus was from the Middle East. He was darker than me, shorter than me, and hairier than me. Like, if you and Jesus were planning an awesome trip to Malibu for the weekend, you'd have to go to the airport at least an hour early because one of you's getting randomly searched. And whoever's sitting next to you on the plane, they're going to be a little bit nervous until the stewardess brings out some water. She turns it into wine. Now we're all partying with Jesus. I'm saying nothing bad about Jesus if you're uncomfortable with this. I'm just saying the way we see him is a little strange. Like, he's always this white guy solemnly standing there with, like, baby blue eyes and, like, maybe it's Maybelline hair, like, draping solemnly over his shoulders. And in the pictures, he's like built. For a guy that ate so much fish and bread, he had a lot of muscle. And it's creepy to me, and it makes me think that people who painted him thought Jesus, like, woke up, cured a crippled man, and then did, like, 45 pull-ups. Like, Jesus really didn't walk on water. He only walked to warm down after he's doing high knees and lunges. And Jesus was really into that. Like, I think if Jesus came back, he'd probably abandon it and release his own line of workout DVDs. I think the slogan would work really well. Just imagine it. Hey, I'm JC. Wow, I don't really understand what I said. 1 second. Hey, I'm JC. And in 40 days and 40 nights, you too can have the body I've heard you praying about. Jesus doesn't know that. That's perfectly fine. If you're in a room with a fully grown Bengal tiger and the option to run presents itself and you can do that, you choose that option, right? What you don't do is eat a bowl of breakfast cereal and join a pickup game of soccer. Kellogg's markets its shit weirdly to kids. I want a realistic Kellogg's commercial where Tony goes to the doctor and realizes he's dying because he's a fucking tiger and he's been eating breakfast cereal for the last 60 years. And he remembers, oh yeah, those kids are made out of food. And they're always promoting athleticism. Really, nothing's better cardio than running from a tiger. Really? That's what didn't work? Okay, here, if that makes you uncomfortable, John Kellogg was a guy. He was a good Christian man who did Christian things every single day, like wake up, read his Bible, and have his assistant in his early 20s give him yogurt enemas and dress him, because Jesus. Kellogg was a weird guy. He invented cornflakes to stop kids from masturbating because he thought spicy foods made kids masturbate. So I think this is a metaphor because now we have Frosted Flakes. Because what we started as the symbol of his repressed sexuality is now frosted and handled by a large athletic man named Tony who wears animal print all the time, and they're great. Dreams do come true, Mr. Kellogg's. It's clear he has some repressed sexuality right now. Thank you so much. You guys are so wonderful. This is probably the most fun I've had in like the last week. Oh my goodness. Technology is a weird thing too. An old guy the other day said young people are too dependent on technology, which you can argue for. We are kind of dependent on technology. He had a pacemaker. That guy was ran by Duracell. He was telling me we were too dependent on technology. I think it's weird we perfected face-to-face communication through video, and we still send each other little messages. I think in 100 years we're going to be breaking up with our girlfriends over smoke signal. No worries, guys. Thank you so much. My name's Trever. You guys have